Seminar means glowing light in Indonesian, and the intent of Seminar is to bring the joy and beauty of traditional Indonesian art forms to both participants and audiences. The performing arts also help develop an understanding of Indonesian culture and life. Seminar offers concerts, workshops, community classes, and school residencies for students from elementary through college, and along with other unique cultural opportunities. Our dance instructor, Teresa Trisno, has been very successful in adapting traditional Indonesian dance to American students. She regularly choreographs dances, including contemporary as well as traditional movement. She also oversees costuming for all performances. Joko Sutrisno, an experienced gamelan master from Central Java, directs gamelan activities. No previous musical experience is necessary. If you can count to 7, you can participate and have a rewarding experience playing beautiful, fascinating music. But you can also spend years learning the subtleties of this ancient but still vital art form. One of Seminar's main activities is its school residencies. Every year, Joko and Tree do 1 to 3 week residencies in about a dozen Minnesota schools. Some 2,000 students learn to dance and play gamelan music and then perform for their classmates, families, and the public. This exposure to the rich history, culture, and art of Indonesia is a wonderful way to expand social horizons and international understanding.
It's awesome for the kids to be able to experience the music and the culture from another country.
What I like about the Indonesia dance is that I like to dance.
And to go from day one where they sat and watched this through, I can't do that. And now today they have their costumes on and they're in rehearsal. You can see they're ready, they're elegant, and they've got the moves down. So.
Seminar music making centers on playing the Javanese gamelan, the traditional percussion orchestra of Indonesia, which features gongs and xylophone-like instruments made of bronze. Joko and Tree regularly develop collaborations with practitioners of arts from other traditions and cultures. For example, Joko has composed music for gamelan and Western instruments, such as cello and trombone. He also has arranged American hymns and folk songs for gamelan and Western choir. Seminar recently collaborated with a dance company featuring the Japanese Nihon Buyo tradition. The highlight of the 2010 season for Seminar is performing at the International Gamelan Festival in Yogyakarta, Indonesia. The program was a superb example of cross-cultural synthesis. It featured collaboration with a choir of Muslim students from Muhammadiyah University in Surakarta. They were singing American hymns in English, accompanied by our American musicians wearing Indonesian batik. Later, the Seminar musicians sang in Bahasa Indonesia for a contemporary Indonesian gamelan dance composition. All of this was received with great enthusiasm by the audience of young Javanese. We especially love outdoor concerts. This is the way this music is played in Indonesia. the end of every performance, we invite the audience members up to the stage to try playing the gamelan instruments and to learn more about these fascinating art forms. Everyone wants to hit the big gong.
tersebut Gamelan workshop. Ini menarik sekali karena orang-orang Inggris menggunakan terapi lewat gamelan. Dan katanya ini sudah lebih dari 10 tahun mereka memperkenalkan gamelan untuk terapi, untuk belajar. Dan saya tanya kenapa mereka melakukan ini semua, karena mereka terkesan dengan musik gamelan. Mereka tidak bisa menjelaskan kenapa, tapi ada sesuatu yang personal, ada sesuatu yang mistik, ada sesuatu yang lembut, yang menggugah jiwa mereka. Menariknya adalah mengajarkan ini ke orang-orang di penjara. Mereka melakukan workshop selama 1 minggu dan mereka akan perform di penjara tersebut. Ini inisiatif yang terpuji, memperkenalkan budaya Indonesia di negara Inggris oleh orang-orang Inggris sendiri. Terima kasih orang Inggris lewat Gamelan Workshop. Bangga padamu. Dia merayakan 10 tahun komunitas ini berdiri dan saya akan menyematkannya di sini untuk mendukung mereka. Jadi kalau kalian mau donasi, ini ada tarif-tarifnya, paket-paketnya. Jadi salah satunya kamu bisa mendapatkan CD gratis, koleksi dari karya-karya teman-teman di penjara di Inggris membuat musikalitas gamelan. Sebutkan makanan.
Tapi jangan benar.
Ini belajar.
I started Gamelan at the University of Michigan as an undergraduate. I was a flutist and I wanted to play with ensembles. And I found the Gamelan and it was just this wonderful group of people and it introduced me to an area of the world that I had always been interested in. I'm Susan Walton and I direct the University of Michigan Gamelan, which is an ensemble from Java, Indonesia.
A gamelan ensemble is a set of instruments. It's not like the orchestra in the sense that the orchestra includes the people too. A gamelan is only the instruments, mostly made of bronze, xylophones, or gongs with a few drums. It can be very small, as few as 5 instruments, or the gamelan can have up to 75 instruments.
The Gamelan Ensemble at the University of Michigan in many ways defines what we do in the field of ethnomusicology and in the area of Southeast Asian studies. It is that defining ensemble that provides identity to a culture, a society that has been in existence for thousands of years.
Universities and colleges have discovered that it is such a magnificent teaching tool. It will accommodate a whole range of musical ability and musical experience.
We have students who have no musical training and they can play the simpler instruments. We have students who have years of musical training and they play the more difficult instruments.
The university is a global institution, and so we should reflect a global diversity. And in this regard, the Gamelan provides that sense of what life and culture is like in Southeast Asia.
We have wonderful Javanese resident artists who come for either a few weeks or a full semester or a full year or sometimes several years.
Our gamelan comes from Central Java. Bill Malm, who was here as an ethnomusicologist in the 60s, decided to buy one. And so he negotiated to have one brought here, and he taught it for one semester, decided it was too much trouble, and turned it over to me as a fresh graduate student who knew nothing. And I had a very steep learning curve trying to figure out what to do with this wonderful ensemble that we suddenly had.
When you think of Western classical music and you think of the music of Claude Debussy or Maurice Ravel, the French composers of impressionistic music, they were very much inspired by the gamelan. It's my understanding that the gamelan from Indonesia was a part of a worldwide exhibition in France, and that's the first time that Debussy heard it. And knowing what the gamelan sound is like, the kind of sound that it produces, you can actually hear that in Debussy's music.
The modern music is also a big influence because so many tourists that come to Bali. And then they brought some Western music. We both can inspire each other, you know, like when they're just making around with the gamelan, and oh, that's nice, and also the opposite, you know, I'm playing something and they want to follow it, how you play on the gamelan.
I encourage students to join with their friends, because on a big campus like this, I think that it's really important for people to have a group. That was my group when I was an undergraduate, the Gamelan. And so I encourage to say, you know, bring your friends and you'll have more fun. And I think that's an important part of it. And one reason is that the gamelan is a communal event.
For me, there's a different resonance factor, because when the large gong hits, I mean, it just sends a message out to all of the players. And that gong plays, I mean, for me, the same role that bass drum does in the marching band.
So many students have fallen in love with gamelan and gone to Indonesia after meeting with our Javanese resident artists and studied gamelan music or dance or shadow puppet theater or batik or language.
For anyone who is curious about non-Western sounds, about new sounds, about different sounds, that almost is all it takes. All they have to do is listen, because it's a marvelous sound.
My name is Robert Tokes, and I've been playing in the Emory Gamelan ensemble for some years. I started in 1998.
Hi, my name is Neil Freed, and I'm an artist and an inventor and a musician. and I play in the Emery Gamelan as well.
Rob dan Neil adalah dua anggota Emery Gamelan di Universitas Emory, Atlanta, Georgia, yang telah bergabung sejak awal kelompok ini berdiri tahun 1997. Berawal dari seperangkat gamelan Jawa sederhana berusia 100 tahun bernama Miss Peaceful.
Then we got this set of instruments, which came from Java also, but they were much bigger and there were many more instruments. And for 10 years, the group met in this room every week. We learned to play these instruments.
Dan sejak tahun lalu, Gamelan Emory juga mempelajari Gamelan Bali dengan kehadiran seorang profesor tamu di universitas ini.
Nama saya Elizabeth Clendening dan saya adalah dosen di Universitas Emory di Atlanta, Georgia. Di Emory saya mengajar kelas gamelan untuk mahasiswa di Emory dan komunitas di Atlanta, dan juga kelas tentang musik dunia, musik tradisi dari Amerika, dan musik populer.
Yang unik dari Gamelan Emory, semua anggotanya adalah warga Amerika. Selama 16 tahun, ada sekitar 150 anggota yang pernah bermain untuk kelompok ini, mahasiswa dan warga komunitas setempat.
Even though we're not Indonesians, we can appreciate the Indonesian culture, and we can share it with other people in this country. And you know, they get very excited by it. They never heard anything like it.
Tak hanya menghargai musik tradisional Indonesia, para warga Amerika ini juga berupaya melestarikannya dengan membuat gamelan lebih mudah dipelajari.
I've invented some software and some methods for teaching dance and music. My prototype was made using these instruments, this gamelan. I made a recording of a number of different instruments, and you can study the instruments by themselves or next to each other in the programs.
Software yang diciptakan oleh Neil memadukan cara belajar gamelan yang berbeda agar dapat dipelajari lebih cepat, lebih baik, dan lebih sempurna. Sudah sepatutnya apabila kerja keras para warga Amerika mempelajari gamelan dihargai setinggi-tingginya.
We also want to thank the culture of Indonesia. We're very grateful for the culture of Indonesia. We think gamelan is a gift from Indonesia to the entire world. That's very special.
Dari Atlanta, Georgia, demikian laporan tim VOA.
Di Amerika tidak terlalu sulit untuk mencari kelompok gamelan, baik kelompok gamelan Jawa maupun Bali. Karena di Amerika terdapat lebih dari 100 kelompok gamelan. Sejak gamelan menjadi kurikulum Universitas California tahun 1958, pelok dan slendro tangga nada khusus gamelan menjadi bagian dari kurikulum sejumlah kampus di Amerika, di Universitas Hawaii, Colorado, Missouri, sampai dengan ibu kota Amerika, Washington DC.
I think last count probably about 200 gamelan. A lot of major universities have a gamelan, either Javanese or Balinese. I think maybe a few more Javanese. And you know, there's some universities that have gamelan and it's just like stored in a closet because they don't have a teacher.
Meski berpusat di kampus-kampus, namun sebagian besar anggota kelompok gamelan justru dari luar kampus.
Really enjoyed it. I think it's great experience for him.
Selain gamelan, budaya Indonesia lainnya yang populer di Amerika adalah pencaksilat. Meski belum termasuk dalam 10 besar atau belum sepopuler judo dan karate, namun pencaksilat dari berbagai aliran bisa dijumpai di banyak kota di Amerika. Seperti aliran perisai diri, Al-Azhar, dan berbagai aliran lainnya. Peminatnya pun beragam, mulai dari anak-anak hingga dewasa.
I love this art. I think, in my opinion, is the best art there is because it's the most complete art. It has spiritual aspects, healing aspects.
Popularitas gamelan dan pencaksilat di Amerika turut membantu budaya Indonesia menjadi semakin terkenal di dunia. Dari Washington DC, demikian laporan tim VOA.
Let me please introduce our first group, Space City Gamelan.
Selamat pagi. Good morning. We are Space City Gamelan. Gamelan is an ancient style of music from Indonesia. The word gamelan means orchestra, and it also means to hammer, because to play the music, we have to pummel the bronze. I invented some genres for our music to those who've never heard it before. So based on your experience of the sound, you can let me know if this resonates with you. You ready? All right, the first one, acoustic trance. Psychotropic jungle lullabies. And the last one, original heavy metal. Gamelan is essentially the musical embodiment of community. The physical design of the instruments reflects this idea. Imagine a piano and taking an octave on the piano and giving each octave its own performer. In essence, gamelan is one instrument played by many people. The gong is the first instrument to be forged, and based on the sound and the tone of the gong, each instrument is then tuned to it, making a family of instruments made and tuned together. Prior musical experience is not a requirement to join a gamelan. What I really love about this type of art form is that a 50-year-old who has never played music before can sit next to a 5-year-old who has never played this music before, and they can both learn and play a song together in a very short amount of time. In Space City Gamelan, we have a very diverse group of people who come to play. Our current lineup spans 4 decades in age. In our workday lives, we are professor at university, self-employed business owners, working in the music industry, IT, the energy sector, attending graduate school. We each have different ideas about who to vote for, if there is a God, and what we like to do for fun. So there's a good chance that we might not socialize were it not for the music bringing us together. So gamelan, therefore, is a way for us to practice harmony, not just the musical kind, but the relationship kind. The real skills required in playing gamelan are listening and being sensitive to one another, holding a rhythm against the counter rhythms of fellow players, surfing the sound currents and finding the flow, and discovering the resonance of self with others and making something beautiful from the effort. We will now perform 2 more songs from our master teacher and founding member, Gatot Winandar. Terima kasih banyak. Thank you very much.
Indonesia, ada angklung, terus ada ini, aduh menit cantik-cantik ya, garantah mojang-mojang dari Bandung. Iya, ini tapi kita masih di Washington DC dalam rangka mencetak world record untuk apa? Coba jelasin.
Guinness Record, angklung, 5.000 orang.
5.000 orang. Optimis bakal tercapai?
Optimis.
Dalam acara yang diberi nama Indonesian Festival 2011, warga dunia yang berada di Washington DC diajak untuk lebih mengenal Indonesia melalui berbagai pertunjukan dari tanah air.
Kalau ini aku burung nuri, sebetulnya kita tarinya bebas aja, cuman lebih emphasize mungkin ke jaipong, yapong, anything to do with Indonesia.
Di antara ribuan orang yang datang pada hari tersebut, ditemui satu warga Indonesia yang pastinya sahabat dahsyat sudah tidak asing lagi. Dengan melihat semua event ini, kira-kira cuma satu pertanyaan, cerita apa oleh-oleh apa yang ingin dibawa ke teman-teman sahabat dahsyat di Indonesia?
Wah, kita harus lebih mencintai betul-betul produk budaya kita dalam kesenian Indonesia gitu ya, karena kita bisa lihat sendiri bagaimana respon daripada masyarakat di Amerika ini ya, yang sangat sekali mengapresiasi begitu tinggi gitu ya tentang kesenian Indonesia. Jadi saya kira seharusnya kita sebagai orang Indonesia harus lebih lagi dari mereka mencintainya.
Para pengisi acara pun datang langsung dari tanah air. Ada Sherina, Dewi KDI, gitaris Balawan, Jenada.
Jadi bangga banget karena bisa menjadi bagian dari acara ini.
Bangga banget, dia excited, nggak nyangka gitu kalau kesenian dari daerah Sunda bisa mendunia seperti ini.
Bener banget, selain bangga, kita juga terharu melihat ribuan orang datang ke arena The Mall di Washington DC untuk bermain angklung dengan arahan sang angklung maestro Mang Ujo.
Angklung right here. I learned a little bit and it's a lovely instrument.
Setelah bersama-sama memainkan beberapa lagu, apakah tercapai tujuannya untuk memecahkan rekor dunia bermain angklung bersama? Pemirsa dahsyat, barusan diumumkan ternyata lebih dari 5.100 orang warga Amerika, warga internasional hadir di sini memecahkan rekor dunia. Lihat Kevin, sekarang kembali lagi ke studio dahsyat di RCTI.